Hello, we are on Doctor Talk, the show where we will talk to the top doctors in America. Today we will be talking with one of the best neurosurgeons in the United States. Please welcome Dr. Ben Carson, the Director of Pediatric Neurosurgery at the Johns Hopkins Hospital. Thank you for coming, Dr. Carson.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Now today we are going to be asking a few questions about you, Dr. Carson. First, were there any times in college where you thought, there is no way I'm going to be able to become a doctor?
Well, there was one time when my chemistry final was coming up and I was failing. I had to pass chemistry in order to keep my scholarship going. And without the scholarship, I could no longer do my schooling at Yale because I was so poor. Then the night before the exam, I had this dream, and I was in chemistry. And there was stuff written on the board. The next day when I got the exam, I realized that the answers to the questions on the board in my dream were on the board in my dream. And when I got the results, I got an A.
Were there moments when you thought you might lose your job at Johns Hopkins?
One time when I was in residency, a man came in with severe blows to the head and needed operated on immediately. But I wasn't allowed to operate because I was still a resident. None of the other surgeons were there because they were at a conference, so I operated. Had the man died, I would have lost my career and lost my job at Johns Hopkins forever. But he lived.
Why did you choose to become a doctor?
Like most children, I wasn't sure what I wanted to be. I guess one day the job just appealed to me, probably because I wanted children with abnormal birth situations or something else wrong with them to be able to have a somewhat normal life. I wanted to be the one to give them a second chance to live life to the fullest of their abilities.
Were there any specific obstacles you faced as a child?
There was a period of time from somewhere in middle school to high school where I had anger problems to the point where I almost hit my own mother. There was one event in particular where I knew I needed to get my anger under control. I was sitting listening to classical music when one of my friends came up to me and changed the music to some hard rock. And when I changed it back, he shoved the radio on his side and muttered as he walked away. I stood up, pushed him, and grabbed my knife and tried to stab him. If he hadn't had a huge belt buckle on, I would have stabbed him and gone to jail. After that, I ran home and prayed to God, please take away this temper. And I never had another outburst again.
Next, we were hoping you would show us a routine examination on a child.
I'd be happy to. This is Sam. I operated on him a few years ago because he was having unstoppable seizures. I had to remove the left side of his brain. So, Sam, how have you felt since then?
I have felt better and I have had no more seizures since then.
So, Sam, have you had any problems with eating or school since then?
No, school is fine, and when I eat, everything is normal.
Now, Sam, we're going to do a checkup to make sure everything's fine on the inside, okay?
Okay.
So first we measure your heartbeat. Breathe deep. Okay, your heartbeat's normal. Now we're going to shine a light in your eyes to make sure they dilate. Okay, your eyes are fine. And now we're going to check your reflexes. Can you pull up your pant leg for me? Well, Sam, everything is normal. Nothing's wrong. Thanks for coming in.
No.
Dr. Carson, what do you plan on doing in the next year or so?
I plan to retire sometime this summer, and I've been doing a lot of public speaking, including at universities and a couple times with the president. And also I've been writing books. Some of my goals for the future include inspiring young people that no matter what happens, your goals are possible with a lot of hard work and dedication.
Well, that's all the time we've got for today. Join us next time on Doctor Talk.
Stop recording. Stop it. I'm ready.